Now, the decision whether or not to prosecute former President Jacob Zuma could be made in a matter of days, and that's if the Council for the Advancement of South Africa's Constitution agrees to waiver the 2 weeks' notice they agreed to with the NPA head Shaun Abrahams. Now, Abrahams had written to CASAC'S saying that he is ready to make the public announcement, but would have to do it after the 15th of March if CASAC'S doesn't agree to waive their 2-week notice. Well, joining us now via Skype is Mr. Lawson Naaidoo from CASAC'S. Mr. Naaidoo, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I guess a lot of people might be confused about the waive of the 2 weeks and so forth. Please explain to us what this process actually entails.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. When CASAC'S applied to the Constitutional Court for this confirmation order, setting aside Advocate Abrahams' appointment as the NDPP, we expressed to the court our concern about the issue of the Jacob Zuma charges. And in fact, the Constitutional Court in its directions invited CASAC'S to seek an assurance from Mr. Abrahams that he would not take any such decision without giving us notice of his intention. He provided us with that assurance, and today he has written to us saying that he will be taking a decision or announcing a decision after the 15th of March. This is a live matter before the Constitutional Court, because on Wednesday, when we appear in the Constitutional Court hearing, we will argue that it would be inappropriate for Advocate Abrahams to take such a decision regarding these charges, and that it would be most appropriate for a head of the NPA that has been confirmed by the Constitutional Court to take such an important decision.
Absolutely. I mean, Mr. Naaidoo, we do know that he's appealing, of course, his statement as the NPA head, and we've also got that announcement, the ruling instead by the court that a new NPA head should be set within a certain time frame. But does the waiver then not stand in the public interest in them knowing the developments on this matter? What's your take on that, sir?
Well, our view is that we've waited a long time for this matter to come to fruition, and we believe that it is now entirely reasonable that we wait a mere another 48 hours for the Constitutional Court hearing on Wednesday, where we will have greater clarity about the court's view on how this matter should be dealt with, and we will then review our position after the Constitutional Court hearing on Wednesday.
All right. And then would you, in your opinion, who would you prefer to take this decision? Should it be taken by Mr. Abrahams? Sorry to put you on the spot there.
Well, it depends on what the outcome of the Constitutional Court hearing will be and what the judgment of the court is, whether it agrees with the Gauteng High Court that his appointment should be set aside and that President Ramaphosa should appoint a new NPA head. If that is the case, then we believe that it would be most appropriate for the new head of the NPA to take such a decision, which would not be tainted by Advocate Abrahams' involvement in the spy tape saga over the last few years.
Mr. Naaidoo, thank you so much for your time. So that's where I'm going to have to leave it. That is Mr. Lawson Naaidoo, who is with CASAC'S, and he was talking to us about, of course, that proposal that they waiver their 2 weeks' notice in order to deal with the Shaun Abrahams matter.